Hey everybody, welcome back to more Hail Caesar faction reviews here as we're working our way along the timeline. So we're taking a look at Sung China today, so a little bit of a departure from the typical sort of Western Europe, Middle Eastern type of lists that the game focuses on. But here we got the Asian theater, 11th through 13th centuries AD, and there's a fair few things going on with the list. So unlike a lot of the ones recently that have been cavalry heavy, this one is actually going to be more infantry dominated, with infantry being 50% or more, and you can even go 100% infantry if you wanted. Of that, medium and heavy infantry in mixed ranks have to be 50% of the infantry. A little bit of unusual stuff going on there, but it's neat. Cavalry up to 25% if we want. If we did take the cavalry, heavy, medium cavalry has to be half or more. We do get a return of artillery for these guys. Could also be a quarter. So you could do infantry 50, cavalry 25, and artillery 25 and have a pretty diverse force. Divisions, pretty typical stuff there. And then skirmishers up to 25% per division of the infantry. So let's jump right into the list here. There's a lot going on. So we start off with medium infantry in mixed ranks with spears or polearms in front and crossbows and or bows to the rear. So this is one of those sort of utility units that can do a little bit of everything. Solid medium infantry, backed up by essentially the full force of a dedicated range unit. They do feature the Chinese crossbows, which are again in the description of the force. But 26 points a pop for that. We can even get a discount and make them levy if we want to just put out block after block after block of these things. However, we could take up to half of these units, right, extra to field infantry as heavy infantry in mixed ranks, and then gets to be pretty dang deadly. So if we just take the base unit, make it 29 points, we get a heavy infantry unit that also does all the goodness of a powerful ranged unit. We do get a unique one-of unit, heavy infantry guards with spears, basically as above, but elite and stubborn for 32. Pretty good stuff. We also give them double-handed swords or pole arms, just another extra point there. Takes a little bit away from the ranged capability up close, but it gives us that 8 clash on an infantry unit, which is pretty solid. Medium infantry crossbows, sort of a pseudo-medium unit here. We are fighting more like a light unit, but we do get the medium save, but full-on archery values there. And then we could take those down to levy status if we want for a discount. Medium infantry, spears, and or swords. Just a bog standard medium unit without the ranged abilities of the crossbow guys above. And we could cheap that out into a levy unit as well, which could be, again, at 20 points a pop. You can definitely put out a fair few of those. We do get a medium infantry with heavy swords, pole arms, or other double-handed weapons. Kind of a, again, pseudo unit here. It's medium for all intents and purposes, but it has that clash of 7 as if it were a heavy for 24 points. No other special rules there. The light infantry archers with bows or crossbows, counting as bows. So just another full-sized unit here that gives us that 3 for long range. Skirmisher package here, the small units, again, gives us more long-range bows, crossbows, counting as bows. And we could even take one unit as fire lance armed, and again, another special rule per unit. And again, might as well bring in the weird one-off units because they're just fun. So 12 and 14 points respectively there. So as you can see so far, this list can more than hold its own in close combat and absolutely bring the pain on ranged fighting. So just, you're not going to get to their battle lines without taking some casualties. It's going to be a pretty rough uphill battle there. But wait, there's more. We have solid heavy cavalry. So the bog standard option there, we can give them spears and bows. Again, another unit that can do everything and very mobile, of course, with cavalry. Gives us a 2 for long range there. We could pay to make them elite and pay to make them drilled. There's no other requirements there. So it may be worth really maxing out that 25% of the list into cavalry just to get as much of this as we can. So elite and stubborn, yes, you're going to pay for all that stuff. You know, we go to 38 points a pop if fully upgraded, but man, pretty nasty. And we haven't seen much in the way of drilled cavalry either. We have the medium cavalry with spears as a cheaper option. We can go spears and bows there as well, or we can downgrade as well to levy status for a little bit of a discount. Light cavalry with javelins as small units. seen that a lot, right? With javelins and bows as small units, which gives us feigned flight, which if we can afford the extra 4 points, we might as well be taking that. Just absolutely superior to the above unit, right? And then a very good artillery package, light artillery bolt or stone throwers, medium artillery stone thrower, and a heavy stone thrower. So whatever we can afford to pack there, but just utter long range devastation there. And backed all the way around by solid leadership 8. So a list that's super powerful, basically can do everything, has answers for everything. Very solid however you want to customize the list and whatever you want to focus on. I do think it is definitely worth incorporating the cavalry and artillery while we have access to it, and that makes this list just a really a pain and nightmare for other opposing forces to roll up on. You're just, really from turn one probably going to be active in the shooting phase and just whittling them down, and really to do it right, instead of just sprinkling shots all over the place, although that's certainly a tactic, if possible, focusing fire onto some units just to get as many of them shaken as possible before contact is made in close combat. That will definitely give you that upper edge, and then looking for those areas where you can then ideally get a solid cavalry charge home, punch a hole through the enemy lines, start getting some wonderful flank and rear charges. So super powerful, super scary list here. But let us know, guys, if you've run Sung China in Hail Caesar, how that's gone, what opponents have you faced, and how did you build your list? Hit us up in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll have more Hail Caesar for you soon.